Hey folks, good morning, and let's load up. We're going to head on downtown and take a look at some Greenville condos. It's been a while since I've updated my video, so I thought I would give you a little new information. We're of course going to be coming from the North Main area. Some nice homes up there, and the first condos that townhomes I should say, we'll see on the right will be 623 North Main. These are really nice folks, and they've got some good square footage as you can see, and they do have garages also. They'll run you in the neighborhood of about 500,000 or so, but again, you've got a lot of square footage to work with, and they're certainly within walking distance of Main Street. Next, we'll continue on up North Main Street, and up to the left, we'll see 400 North Main. Spacious, all brick, and they actually have some gated parking also. I tell you, it's a beautiful day down here. A little chilly though. We had this Arctic blast come through, and so it's been pretty cold. We'll continue to head on down toward the Main Street area, and better be careful with those red lights. Anyway, still heading down Main Street. Over to the left, you'll see the Hyatt. When I came here 30 years ago, about the only thing in there was IBM, and of course they've long gone. And I believe the hotel, I know the hotel has been bought and refurnished, and it's really nice. You can check that out on my hotel page. Getting ready to redo that. I tell you, fall in Greenville is just beautiful. Of course, a lot of the leaves are gone now, but you can still see some of the colors. As we ride down Main Street, you can see a number of the businesses on the side. And folks, up on the top there, a lot of those are lofts. Lynn Strong's Gallery, there's a beautiful loft up on the top of there that was for sale. I believe that it has sold. But beautiful day in Greenville, coming across Coffee Street, and Coffee Underground on the left, and then on the right's the new Certus building. They've done a really nice job with that, and we've got some retail in there, and I believe Brooks Brothers down on the end. Beautiful day in Greenville. As we come up to the stoplight here on Washington, if you look to the left there, those are actually apartments. Probably be turned into condos one day, I would assume. Now the gray building on the right, that was originally supposed to be the right side of the bookends, but the economy slowed, of course. We had a little downturn, and now they are apartments, and I tell you, apartments really are growing in the Greenville area. Here's the parking for the bookends and for the apartments that sits in the middle. So I'm going to come down to the corner here and swing back towards Main. Jimmy John's on the right there. Apartments to the left, and then if you look over to the right, you'll see the bookends. Of course, I'm going to have information on all these on this page, so you can check out the condo and the regime fees and learn more about them. But those are nice, and they've sold well. Of course, we're heading back towards Main Street now, and I'm going to take a left. L House to the left, and I'll tell you, it's one of my favorite places to stay. The Westin is to the right, and whenever my wife and I come downtown, we'll get a night away and go see a play at the Peace Center. Sobeys will be over to the left, and then we continue down Main Street. You'll see the new Embassy Suites on the right. They've actually got the skating rink in now, so I know the kids will love that. Going to take a right down here and swing around the corner, so you'll be able to see the side of the hotel, and then we're going to actually come up on one of my favorite locations downtown, and this was one of the early risers in Greenville, and it's done extremely well. It's Poinsett Corners. Some of the nicer units face this side toward the Reedy River, and you can see some of the nice balconies there. Those are a couple of my favorite layouts there. You'll notice retail on the bottom, and it's kind of interesting. Some of those units that you actually have a workspace downstairs that you can use for yourself, or you can rent it out. So it's a combo live workspace. If you see the double unit right there with the kind of double covered balcony, I actually sold that unit to a fellow who's a captain in the Air Force, real nice guy. Now to the left here, that's Court Street Condos. That's an old Baptist church that was converted. The back part of it was converted to condos, and those have done well. Again, we're sitting right behind the Westin Poinsett, and I'm going to make a circle around Poinsett Quarters. You'll see some more of the corner units that have covered balconies there. And folks, you've got square footage all over the place on these. You've got small, 600 square foot places all the way up to much larger. Swing around the corner. And folks, as we head towards Main Street, you'll notice the Peace Center for the Performing Arts. Great place to catch a Broadway musical. My wife and I really enjoy going there. On the right will be the Gunther Center, the Gunther Children's Theater. And of course we're heading down towards the river now, the Reedy River. Crossing the bridge, and these units to the left here are 154 River Place. Pretty expensive on a price per square foot basis, but as you can imagine, they sit right on the river. Great views right beside High Cotton. I tell you, the reds are really beautiful this year. We're going to go down and take a right beside Michelin on Main, Starbucks. Give this fella a minute to pull on, and then we're going to head down the street towards 155 River Place. Folks, that's the next building on the right here. It's 4 stories. Parking is underground. Plenty of balconies, and of course these don't sit on the river like 154 and are quite a bit less, starting in the low 300s. Now, if you'll notice the second set of rounded windows, that's the terrace at River Place. Good square footage here, up to about 1,800 square foot, 3 bedrooms or so, and some of these have some really extraordinary views. Regimes in there run you $400 to $500 or so a month. We're coming up on the Brownstones. We're on Rhett Street, and folks, there's a new complex planned on Rhett, and I'll have some more information about that on my condo page. Up to the right, these are new apartments, and as I mentioned, they're very popular in Greenville now, and stay practically 100% rented. I think it's a 98% occupancy rate. Folks, this is the custom house on the left here. I really like it. It's got some great open floor plans, really nice, upscale. We're going to pull around, take a left on Main so you can see the front of it. The penthouses are on the top. Those get up around 4,000 square feet, $1 million or more. I'm going to try to go down here and make a little U-ey and not get pulled by the police. I did it successfully, and we're going to head back up towards Pendleton Street, head up towards the ball field, so we can take a look at a couple more places up there. Take me out to the ballpark, folks. Up on the left is Fieldhouse. These are very popular. The side that you're looking at, of course, faces the street, and the other side's real nice in that it's got balconies, and you can sit out there and watch the ball game. Development started up towards the Hyatt and has continually pushed down Main Street to where we are now, heading towards Pendleton Street, and that area is really coming around nicely too. Liberty's Tap Room on the left, a nice restaurant. And now we're going to continue to head west. We're actually going toward Pendleton Street. The development keeps pushing this way, folks. There's some townhomes that I wanted you to see on the right up here. I actually helped a really nice retired school teacher from Georgia buy over here probably about 3 or 4 months ago. These are Pendleton West. And honestly, I think they're a pretty good deal. That whole area is developing nicely over there, so I feel good about it now. Decent square footage in it, 2 levels. The upstairs bedrooms each have their own bath. Very nice. Sort of looks like it's got a lot of charm to them. If you take a right down that street, she bought one down on the right down there. We're coming back towards town and heading by Greenville High now. It was completely renovated a number of years ago. That is Brick Street Lofts over to the left, folks, and we're going to take a left and head back downtown again, the Brick Street Cafe. You know, I've never been there. I've always wanted to. I hear it's good. Brick Street Lofts to the right. These are, of course, close to the ball field, which you'll see back to the left. I think I've got a shot of it. Yep, there we go. And you'll notice that you may be able to see some of the balconies there. Those are the ones that actually open up to the field, and it's kind of neat. Again, you can sit out in the afternoon and watch a ball game. Smiley's Acoustic Cafe if you want to catch a little late night on a Friday or Saturday night. They have a lot of local talent in there. We, of course, are down on the west end again. And Eggs Up Grill, I meant for you to see that, one of my favorite places to have a good breakfast in downtown Greenville. Coming up on Smoke on the Water. Then we'll take a little, just going to take a little ride back down towards the main area. Restaurant Bergamo on the bottom there, and actually those are condos on the top up there. That corner unit was just for sale recently. I haven't seen it in the MLS, perhaps it's sold. The Davenport, as we come down Church and take a left. And folks, I want to tell you that I really enjoyed the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hadn't updated it in quite some time, so I wanted to give you a fresh look. There's some new condos that are coming downtown and some new projects planned, and a lot of them are selling. Of course, there's so much interest in the downtown area, and I'm going to update some information on my page and completely change it so that you'll be able to stay more up to date with things that are going on. Now, we're on Pettigrew Street, and I'm heading toward my office. It's so good to be back downtown again. This is a great area here, a lot of commercial in here, a lot of old houses. That was the Poinsett Club on the right there. We're actually pretty close to the what used to be the Bilo Center. It's the Bon Secours Center now. I think they call it the Wellness Center. Pettigrew's a pretty neat street, guys. There's a neat little bed and breakfast through here, and like I say, a lot of these are older houses that have been renovated. And there's my office on the right, getting ready to pull in. So I hope you really enjoyed the tour, and look forward to getting together with you. If you have any questions or anything, please give me a call.